Hi, I'm Winter, and I live with my parents. I swear that line works better when I'm asking someone out. The rumors are true, though. I'm living with my mom and stepdad while working a part-time job that won't give me enough hours, and you know what that means. Oh, Jesus Christ. A gaming space is something every gamer needs, somewhere where the gaming gets done. A lot of times this ends up just being a living room or a family room, or if you have your own place, maybe you just have an entire room dedicated to just video games. But again, I live with my parents and I need to be able to record footage of games, so I'm pretty much confined to my bedroom. I've spent a lot of time here throughout my life, but in the past couple years it's started to feel more and more like a place that really shows my interests, like the antidepressants, glasses cleaner, and screaming goat statue on top of the dresser. Or the trash I have yet to take out. Oh, and don't forget the deodorant and air freshener on the top of my shelf. See, I'm in a bit of an awkward spot here. Like, I really do want to personalize the room a bit more, but at the same time, I'm supposed to be working on moving out of here, and it just feels like I should spend that time and money after I don't have to worry about taking it all down within a year or two. But regardless of how neat and organized it is, this room is my gaming space. And my bedroom. And my set. And in all likelihood, probably where I'll die, because Jesus Christ, it gets really hot in here over the summer. So, starting over at the desk, this is where my computer is, and whatever else I bring over here and forget to put away, like these AA batteries or the Stream Deck. This computer isn't built for PC gaming. It was some cheap thing I bought on Amazon to make editing videos easier, and yeah, it's pretty good for that. However, it really can't run PC games, which is why you'll only ever really see me playing games on the consoles over on the dresser-turned-entertainment center next to it. The systems I have hooked up over here are my Wii U, Switch, and PS4. These are the only ones I ever really need, since I can record most of my GameCube and Wii games through my Wii U thanks to custom firmware, and everything else runs fine on my Switch and PS4. If I do ever need to break out the Wii for some reason, I keep that up on this shelf in my dresser in a Tupperware bin. Honestly though, these four are really the only home consoles I have. If we start opening drawers over on the Entertainment Center, you can see that I'm not a very organized person. I have a drawer for portable consoles that I don't use, but otherwise pretty much anything could be in any drawer at any given time. Our next stop is where I want to explain something. Game collecting. It's something I really want to do, but again, I'm working a job that won't give me enough hours and I'm living with my parents in a room without a lot of space. Want to see my current collection? Here. Yeah, this is rough. I actually really love this shelf. My stepdad built it for me about a year ago. I would have built it myself, but I switched out of my woodshop class 2 weeks into my senior year of high school because how am I meant to game if I lose a finger? The issue is, this is a really tight squeeze. I bought a couple new Switch games last month, this Sonic Double Pack and the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, and that pretty much took up the rest of my space. I had to decide if I preferred this eyesore I bought just because it was on sale at Target, or literally my favorite game and my favorite franchise of all time. In the end, I chose correctly, and now I just don't have any space left on the shelf. My games are organized by console in alphabetical and almost release order, but not quite because I just had to get up to some sort of f***ery. So we start with the Switch. I think my mindset was that these are the smallest standard cases on the console that I play the most, so this should start here. Then we move on to the GameCube. Alright, so release order must start here because the Wii is immediately after that until, okay, PS2. It's a new game company, so release order just restarts by company, right? Because you have PS4, then Xbox 360, and why is DS and 3DS here? They aren't even organized by console, they're just mixed up however they ended up fitting. Why do I bother displaying the GameStop stock box art for Ocarina of Time 3D and A Link Between Worlds? Another thing over here is that while most of these boxes do have the discs or game cards in them, my 3DS and Switch games are exceptions. No, I keep those in separate portable cases for some reason. I've thought about moving my Switch cards back into their cases since I don't take my Switch with me that often, and when I do, I pretty much just have one game I'd be fine playing for a few hours anyway. Plus, I buy most games digitally at the moment thanks to my space issues, but I just haven't gotten around to it yet. I don't actually own most of these DS or 3DS games anymore either. Me from 6 years ago thought selling games to GameStop was a valid way of earning more money. In reality, you should never give anything to a company that prints stock box art that looks like this. Yeah, my sorting system makes sense to me, but as I start to break it down, it makes less and less sense. Overall, this room means a lot to me. I've spent a good chunk of the past 10 years in here, and made some of my fondest memories in here as well. Is the room really all that great, objectively speaking? Of course not, there's some weeb on top of my shelf. But nothing can downplay the importance of this room in my life. Gaming spaces can be wherever you want them to be though, and I think that's part of what makes them so much fun to hear about. Also, yes, I own a Wii U and no Wii U games. I bought the Wii U specifically so I could play Mario Galaxy through HDMI. And what does Nintendo go ahead and release less than a year later? A way to do exactly that. I'm f***ing done with gaming.